Hi, so this is my orchid haul from Ten Shin Gardens. I received the parcel yesterday. It was already late evening, so I didn't really have time to make a video about unboxing. I unboxed them myself, and I am really impressed with the conditions of these plants. Ten Shin Gardens is a nursery from Taiwan, and they usually attend orchid shows here in Canada and bring the plants with them. So considering that these plants were shipped from Taiwan to British Columbia to the show like probably a couple weeks ago, then they were waiting until show is done last weekend, and then they spent almost a week traveling from British Columbia to Ottawa. And look how nice, green and fresh they all look. So it all started with this Vanda. This is Vanda Scandens. Vanda Scandens. I saw this Vanda in their price list and I wanted to have it because it's not very common Vanda species that you would find here in Canada. Canada actually has pretty poor selection of Vanda species, so whenever I see anything that I don't have, I would definitely buy it. And usually in October we have orchid show in Montreal where Ten Shin Gardens usually come. But this year I discovered that there is no show. So I contacted Ten Shin Gardens owner and asked if they would mail me plants from British Columbia, who still has show. And they said, yes, we'll mail it. And so that's how I got all these plants. And of course I couldn't just buy one Vanda. After all, I need to justify shipping from BC to Ottawa. So I have added some more plants. This is Vanda Scandens. This huge Phalaenopsis. Like, I really didn't expect it to be so big. This is a Phalaenopsis. Might not read it correctly. Mok Choi Yu, which is a primary cross between Gigantea and Violacea. And because of Gigantea ancestry, it has huge leaves. I really love it. And I think I will have a hard time feeding it into a tank, but I would like to put it in a tank because I think it will appreciate warm and humid conditions of a tank. So I will need to squeeze it in there. So maybe one of my Vandas will have to come out. So that's my Phalaenopsis Mok Choi Yu. I think it's a blooming sized orchid, definitely. And yesterday I potted it. I potted it into a clear pot with a large Archaeata mix. I hope she likes it. I think it's gorgeous. I'm so happy about it. The next one is a little Phalaenopsis. This is Phalaenopsis javanica. Gabrielle has it, and I saw her showing the blooms, and they're so cute. So I wanted to have that species too. It is advertised as blooming size, so I guess it's not really big species. It looks nice and fresh. For now, I just put her in the moss, hoping to promote more root growth. Moss is good for growing Phalaenopsis roots. But later, I will probably repot it into a bark mix, as all my Phalaenopsis grow. I'll just wait until she grows more and larger roots. Phalaenopsis javanica. The next one is Sideria japonica. It is a miniature Sidereya and it's variegated. It's called Minmaru Shima. I really wanted this kind of Sidereya, and so I got it. I think it's blooming size, even though it is very small, but it is blooming size probably. And I'm going to pot it in a Neophynetia style later on. I just don't have long strands moss right now to do it. So for now she's in just a little amount of moss in the smallest clay pot that I have, but later on I will repot her the proper way. And the next one is Dendrobium loddigesii. And the reason I bought actually all these 3 dendrobiums is because I was looking at my collection and I noticed that I only have 2 dendrobiums. They both kind of like the same type, and they both supposed to have yellow flowers. So I thought that's not right. I need some pink flowers too. And so I ordered some more dendrobiums. So this one is Dendrobium loddigesii. It has pink flowers with yellow middle. It is very miniature. I will probably mount it. I think it will look nice mounted. For now I just put it here. So just it will be hydrated while I'm ready. I'm getting ready to mount. It probably could live in this pot. I don't know. But I'm thinking about mounting it. And here are 2 larger dendrobiums. This one here, it's actually variegated. There are little white stripes on the edges of the leaves. It's really long, and it's called Dendrobium anosmum, I think. Yeah, Dendrobium anosmum variegated. I think I've seen a lot of videos about this type of dendrobium, and I really liked it. And of course, because it's long and heavy, the pot doesn't stay. It tips the pot over. So I just kept it like this all night here. And I definitely am going to mount this orchid. And again, for now, I will have to squeeze it into a tank, because all these orchids need to grow some roots, because they were growing somewhere there in Taiwan, and then they were unpotted and brought here. Now I need to kind of make sure that they adjust and they grow some new roots. And the hot and humid tank would be the best place to do that. So this one will be mounted. This is Dendrobium anosmum. I think it's supposed to be fragrant, and it will have pink flowers. And I like that it's variegated. It's not very heavy variegation, just a little stripe. I think it looks pretty. And there are 2 more canes on this plant, but they're old canes. So I'm not sure how it works with this plant. Is it blooming size? I think it is blooming size because this cane is huge, long. Dendrobium anosmum. And the second one is Dendrobium aphyllum. Dendrobium aphyllum. It's supposed to be variegated too, but I think variegation is a little bit different here. It's not pronounced very well, but I can see faint stripes on the leaves, like there, for example. It's a different variegation, which I like. And I know that these plants are very similar in appearance, in the growth habit. And the reason I bought two is because I couldn't choose. So I like the one and I like another and I couldn't choose. And normally if I cannot choose between two things, I just get both. And that's what I did. And I think this aphyllum will have to be mounted too. I'm not sure how to mount this one, the little Dendrobium lodigazie. Like this. There's two I've seen mounted many times, and they usually hang upside down, meaning like this will be at the bottom and this will be at the top. So I can imagine how to do it, but this little one, should it grow head down or head up, I need to look. I'll probably do a search on Google Images to see mounted Dendrobium lodigazie and how people mount it. So I will be busy this weekend mounting my new Dendrobiums and then trying to fit all these orchids into my tank. Then the Scandens has some roots which are not bad, but I think they were damaged, so they will probably die. But there is one new root growing, which is good. So those are my new purchases. I hope you like them. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.